What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing UNBOXAMANIA 100, and it's going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome to UNBOXAMANIA 100. I cannot believe I've done 100 episodes of this, at least 5 figures on pretty much every episode. Some in the beginning, I was doing like 15 figures, 20 figures, just unloading stuff. Absolutely insane to think that I've unboxed that many figures is unbelievable. But is very, very cool. And shout out to Derek Scott 1630. This guy has been asking me to return to the couch for, like, I swear, over a year. He probably started asking, I don't know, maybe UNBOXAMANIA 70. And honestly, I hate doing it here. I like it in the real figure room. But this is for you, Derek Scott, because since you were asking, that means that you've been watching since the early days when I was doing it here. So that's why we're returning for episode 100, but only episode 100. I'm sorry, Derek Scott. I don't like doing it here. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. But we are joined today by none other than Macho Fran.
Hi.
She loves doing the unboxings. Macho Fran is new to the wrestling world and wrestling figures, but she's picking up really quick, and she's like,
learning a lot.
she's pointing out things in figures. So we have some bins. I don't even know if they might be visible in the video. Off to the side, she's gonna do the picking. We're gonna do the ripping.
Yes.
And we're gonna see what we get. So we're gonna do quite a few figures. I say we do 5 figures. All right. That means 5 packages. So if there's a 2-pack, that counts as 1. Okay. So I'm gonna let you grab. I'm not gonna look.
I'm not looking either.
Better not. You digging deep?
Yeah, I dropped a few.
That's fine. That's a good one.
Dirty
That's
Dom.
a good one. This was a contender for my top 10 list of the year. Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the greatest hits. Very, very cool. It says, after spending 24 hours in jail for assaulting his father, Rey Mysterio, Dirty Dom, returned a changed man, forever scarred from his day in the clink. So he didn't do any time in prison. It was just like community jail. He assaulted his dad at home, and then that became his whole thing, that he was an ex-con. He was like really selling up the old convict.
Looking like a Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Prison Mike.
Prison Mike over here. So very, very cool. I've been wanting to unbox this. It's one of those figures that, like, I've wanted since they showed it off, but it just kept getting away from me, and I just wasn't buying it. And then, did we find this in store? Or did I buy this online? I can't remember.
I feel like we found it in store.
Yeah. Oh, we did. And it was beat up, and you were like, oh, but it's beat up. I said,
And then you saved it for episode 100.
Episode 100. So there's his bandana.
It's like
For his
more
set.
perfectly to his face.
You got to take the accessories out first, or otherwise you take the figure out and then they go popping all over. Because Mattel likes putting these straps in there that I hate, these plastic little things. Listen, it's basically like he's got handcuffs on with this clear thing they put on there. Yeah, right?
That was definitely planned.
So we gotta take the shirt off first, and then we're gonna break the whole thing down. All right, let's see. So without the shirt, it's got a pretty good likeness, I would say.
Yeah, tattoos are sick.
Look, he's got a little teardrop on his eye there.
Yeah.
He's got the signature Dirty Dom tattoos. DM on the back. He's got those Rey Mysterio wings right here. The Judgment Day skull with the scale on the boots. Nice details. I'm a man of fists, so I am taking these hands off.
Look, they even got his hand tat.
And his knuckle tats that say Mysterio. How can you not display it like that? Put his fists together.
Oh, yeah, this one did too. I just didn't notice. See? dropping a word?
Come on, Macho Fran.
I'm sorry.
The machoist of the Frans. And here is his flannel. And I like that they have Velcro. Come on, man. Can't get this thing through. Like they have Velcro only on the top, so he can have the Cholo button going. With just the top being buttoned. I mean, I think that's a nice little touch. And then we'll put the bandana on.
I feel like you have to have to.
You gotta, it's not even, like, you have to look at the whole thing, right? But if you're not gonna have him with the glasses and the bandana, like, what are you doing? It's the whole,
what's the point?
It's the whole selling point of the figure. So, Dirty Dominic, he channels you with all of the chicken tenders. The chicken crispers.
Some chicken crispers, okay?
Look at that. That is awesome. Like, that
That's
is
sick.
such an awesome figure.
And you could see on the bandana, it like literally is morphed to his face, like his nose and mouth shapes, like embedded in
Oh
it.
yeah, it's for him. Like, you can't. This won't fit as snug on another figure.
Yeah.
It's like made for him. You can get it on there, but it's not going to be as form fitting. So there he is, doing the fists. The glasses fit nicely over the ears, which some figures they don't. They don't fit perfectly over the ears like real sunglasses. They'll still fit on the face, but not like this. Not like this. So I like this one. I need a little bit more time to get the fist right, but with all that new elbow articulation the past few years, that's going to be an easy deal. So
I dig it.
it's going to be a tough figure to top on this unboxing. It's a fun one. Dirty Dom, but I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you try. I'm going to let you try.
I'm trying to dig deep, but they keep falling out.
That's all right. If they fall out, it wasn't meant to be.
Well, facts.
That's what it is.
We got here.
All right, here we have an old school Jakks specific. This is who had the WWE toy license before Mattel. And this is from 2005. This is from, she learned that John Cena had a rap album. And
I forgot already.
this is from the Bad Bad Man music video. It was based off of the TV show A-Team. And this is Ring Rage Series 17.5. So they would do Ruthless Aggression, and then the 0.5 series would be called Ring Rage, which is pretty cool. And he's supposed to look like his A-Team character from the music video. I'm actually going to show you the music video after this.
You have to.
So
I
you
need
can
to see it.
Since we're making the figure. And in it, like, he has like a wig. I don't know if you can tell. It's
Oh,
like
I
a
can
wig.
see it's like gray.
Yeah. So yeah, on the back, it has the face flipping fighters, which is such a horrible idea for a wrestling figure line. They would flip over. Some would have bruises. Some would not be smiling. Some would be smiling. It was very, very weird. And then Adrenaline 15 here that had Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Kane and Edge, and John Cena and JBL, which is cool. And you also see the classic Superstars ring at the bottom. Some people hate when I show the back of the box, but I feel like with something like this that is 20 years old now, we're opening a 20-year-old figure, it's nice to look back. It's like a little time machine. So I hate this little square-edged placard that they have on the front with his picture. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to put a screen grab of the music video on there, where he's wearing the wig, where he, is wearing this clothes. Because someone who maybe wasn't a die-hard fan at the time and didn't see the music video, they might see this figure and be like, I don't understand it. Why does he have a gray wig? Imagine being a kid getting this for Christmas and you never saw the music video and you're like, I don't understand, John Cena with a wig? My curiosity is whether or not this fits really well, but actually, as I'm feeling it, it's super, super movable, so it probably is going to fit pretty well.
Oh my god, it reminds me of like my old Polly Pockets.
Were you a Polly Pocket? They had little things like that?
Yeah, because she would have all these rubber, like, clothes and stuff exactly like this that you would put on.
Oh, like kind of stuff like
Pretty
this?
much,
like
yeah,
that,
exactly
that's
like
a
that.
rubberized thing?
Yeah.
So there is not much to say about this figure. He's just in jeans, white sneakers. He's got like a light powder blue shirt on. And then this, what color would you call this? Off-white
like
jacket.
Not tan, but not white.
And some Brock Lesnar. These were actually used on Undertaker figures a lot. These UFC-style gloves. He comes with his Chain Gang Click chain. So that was the name of his.
Gotta put that on him.
The Chain Gang.
That right there makes the figure better.
right there, and then he can hold it in his hand. I always used to do that. Make him hold the things.
Yeah, that's cool.
So this chain, it used to spin too. It was very, because he was a hip. Yeah, this was his rapper phase. Look at that thing. It's
when
actually
you told me
pretty
that,
cool.
I was in complete disbelief.
It's funny how many people don't like know that, and it went platinum. The album.
What? Was it serious?
Holy crap!
Or was
This
it supposed
actually.
to be...
No, he was actually pretty good. There was some good lines on there. This actually
fits
fits
way too good.
This fits really well. I'm surprised. There's a couple little gaps, but it fits. Right there. Chain Gang John Cena from the music video. I would say that looks pretty damn good.
I like it.
I'm not even lying. I think this is something that typically I would tote up. I think I'm going to put this on display because it's a very cool, unique figure.
Yeah, it's so totally different.
You know, being in the, because I've had this in the package forever, because I used to love when Jakks would do kind of thinking outside the box type figures. Like they did we unboxed a Rock recently of Walking Tall, I think was the name of the movie. And they didn't say on the package, oh, this is Walking Tall Rock, but you knew because it was exactly what he wore in the movie. It came with the accessory used in the movie. Same thing with this. They didn't promote this as Bad Man music video John Cena, but we all knew what it was. It's the only time he ever wore a gray wig. So I love the figures when they would do this, so I would keep them mint on card, but they don't look as good mint on card because they don't have all the pieces on there. Like he's just got this wig just chilling in the box. It looks so much better on his head.
Yeah, I love it. I like him holding it too.
I actually love this. It's awesome. I'm definitely putting that on display. Even though with my Ruthless Aggression, I only do one of each character in that form factor, but I'm going to make an exception for John Cena. So we're putting that on display. All right, you can go.
You can leave now.
Let's see. Bubba. Big Bubba Rogers from Elite Legends Series 23. I have never found the chase of this figure myself, but you found like
I found multiple.
5 of them.
I actually found you the first time. I didn't even know it was it.
Yeah.
I texted you later. I was like, oh, by the way, I saw this today. And then went right back and got it for you.
She's like, oh, I forgot to say in this picture. I was like, whoa, I need that Bubba. And then she was like, I'll go back. I was like, it's not even worth going back. It was hours ago that Chase is going to be gone. She went back, and guess what? Chase was not gone. But, sorry, I'm taking this out. This is Big Bubba Rogers. This was Ray Trailer's non-WWE character, because in WWE and WWF, we knew him as Big Boss Man. But this was his WCW character and UWF, which is why he comes with the UWF Heavyweight Championship. Very interesting that UWF got 2 recognitions in 2024 through Big Bubba Rogers and Terry Gordy. In this set was also Hulk Hogan, Rosie, and Jamal. Jamal was everywhere here. I don't know if it was by you. We used to call Target Jamal Mart because that's all we would find.
Just rows and rows
of Jamals. It says, Big Bubba Rogers was a force to be reckoned with in the 1980s. The agile big man began his career as a bodyguard for Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express before taking on legends like Dusty Rhodes, One Man Gang, and Michael Hayes. Later, Rogers traveled to WWE, where he dished out hard time as a big boss man. Comment below if you know the only other Big Bubba Rogers figure. Very easy question, but it's always fun to do little engagement things like that. I love this artwork. Like the artwork that they use is it's just so nice, so well done. I know some people that actually take these out carefully, unlike me, and they display the figure in front of it. And that's probably a nice idea, but I do not have the real estate for that for every single figure.
You would need to build a mansion just for your collection.
And this is a playable My Faction character locker code that I'm going to give to you guys. So whoever uses it first, you're the winner. I'll hold it up for a second. You can pause the screen and steal that code. And I forget what you get.
It's a surprise.
You get something. You get some kind of downloadable. Can't remember if it's a character, super card, whatever it may be. So here is the additional head. This is clearly a Big Boss Man head that was used on other figures. You really strapped them in here. We got to pull a good one on the next one because we have two very like unaesthetic gear figures here. I know. It's not your fault when it's blind. Take off the hat.
Rip him out. What's that?
I didn't even realize he has glasses in there. Oh, come on.
They really make it difficult to get tiny little glasses out.
They do, and it makes no sense because if you... I say this on every video, so people are probably going to be repeating it before I even say it. But if you have a good bubble, you don't need to have all these straps in there. This figure will stay in. Like he's not going to go anywhere.
But also, it's in a box.
Yeah. All right, so here he is. Black pants, white dress shirt, does have the sleeves. Oh, wow. These are molded on suspenders, which I'm shocked because this is an odd figure to do some, standalone molding with. But they also molded a long-haired head for Mr. Ray Trailer. And as you can see, there's some texture to those suspenders. Again, here's the additional head. This is more of like, this would work for like WCW era Big Boss Man, or sorry, Big Bubba Rogers. And this I would say is probably that UWF era, a little bit earlier with the long hair. But the whole point of this figure is you got to put the glasses on, right? You got to put the hat on. Man, he really just looks like an Amish. He just looks like an Amish man. I gotta be honest. There it is. Let's see. He was also known as the Guardian Angel, I believe, in WCW for a short period of time.
Why?
It looks pretty good. It was just his character. He was like,
that's such an odd.
Yeah. And here we have the heavyweight UWF championship. Man, this thing is low quality. You guys really spared no expense on this, huh? Putting this thing together. We got all the plates are all falling off. The paint job on it is horrendous. It is horrendous. All of the black paint that is around Champion on the bottom is completely wiped off to the point you can't read the word Champion. And then at the top on Heavyweight, it's also starting to come off. See that? Look,
yeah.
It's supposed to be black there.
Oh God, yeah, that's bad.
Horrible paint job. All of the plates are different colors. Like, look, this gold is different than that one.
This was like they put scrap parts.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
They did not do a good job on this. There's horrible quality, but you know what? Probably the only time we're going to get the UWF Championship, so I'm going to hold on to it. I taught Macho Fran that sometimes accessories are worth more than the figure itself.
Mm-hmm. You did say that.
So down the line, people, might want a UWF Championship, and maybe Big Bubba's the only way to get it. There he is. Big Bubba Rogers, Ray Trailer, a.k.a. Big Boss Man. Now we'll get another one, fourth figure. Dig deep, Macho Fran.
No,
dig deep.
I dug deep. I'm taking from the top.
All right, here we go. This is one that I've wanted to unbox for some time. This is an Epic Toys, all right, uncensored collection, Sabu. Now, I ordered this with Fig Vault and the Wrestling Vigilante, Thomas T.K. Kelly. And they did a big order because this is a UK-based company and shipping is crazy.
Yes, I do
so we did an order together. And the only thing that I wanted was they had for sale all three uncensored figures, Sabu and both Dynamite Kids, for like $44 for all three of them. And additional, initially these were more than that individually. So I was like, I want that. It's the only thing I wanted. It comes in and it was three white pants, plain Dynamite Kids. So the only thing I wanted was the only thing they got wrong on the order. But to Epic Toys credit, they made right on it. So this was Cella Toys' attempt at kind of making elites, essentially. They really did copy a lot of the molds very, very closely. It has a little bit about Sabu, 6 foot, 220 pounds, from Bombay, India. Trained by his uncle, the legendary Sheik. Sabu began his career in 1985, wrestling in Detroit's big-time wrestling promotion. He eventually traveled with his uncle to Japan's frontier martial arts wrestling promotion where he received many of his iconic battle scars from participating in over 24 no rope barbed wire. Very wordy, very wordy. That's why Mattel's the best, right? They give these Ravishing Robert, man. He gives these quick 1-sentence breakdowns, 2 sentences tops, and it literally can highlight a whole person's career. He's very good at it, just making it all go in there. He's a great copywriter. But all right, we'll take this out. I'm gonna take the parts off. First off, the head is a little bit loose, but luckily the hair keeps it on there. You can definitely tell this is different than a Mattel based on the feeling of it. Like it feels a little bit different.
It's lighter and like
it's more hollow, but I feel like these feel like a little bit more sturdy.
Oh yeah, they're stiff. They're real stiff. I can't even bend the elbow.
Yeah. So it's weird. It feels cheap, but also
the
has...
legs feel cheaper than the arms somehow.
So I'm trying to... Yep. All right, I was right. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but when they first showed off this figure, they had the sash down a little bit, and I was like, does he have elite articulation and ultimate articulation? And he does. So at the bottom, you can see he has the elite style ab crunch, and then up here, he's got that U-turn torso piece that I always call it right there, the ultimate. Very, very interesting to do that. I don't really know the reason behind it because you can't.
It's very, yeah.
You can't even move it. You can literally hear the plastic like getting ready to snap. So he really could have done without that second piece of articulation, which anybody who knows anything about like toy production, the more parts and pieces it has, you know, the more expensive it is because you have to mold all of those. You have to make a mold that's going to create them. So if they cut that out, they could have easily had one less little piece of mold. But all right. So Sabu was known for having these baggy parachute pants that were very shiny and such. Initially, I thought these would be super acceptable. Joe fought me forever. He was like, no, they're not baggy enough. I'm like, nah, they're fine. And these are not. Yeah, these are not baggy enough. He was right. It's not. This guy used to have huge baggy pants.
Yeah, they just look like normal pants, but above the boots they hang out.
They just look like normal pants. It's exactly what it is. So Joe was right. I gotta give it to him. For me, a glaring missing piece is having like Sabu written in like Sharpie marker on his arm there. That's something that is present in almost all Sabu figures, you know, writing on the tape, but it is what it is. The likeness on the head is excellent. You can see all of the scars on the body, all of the scars on his face, the scars on his arm from barbed wire, like they were talking about. He has his pointer hand, you know, so he can do that signature pose. The problem is that
super long.
It is a long finger. Yeah. Like if this finger was able to be bent down, it would definitely surpass all the other fingers on that hand. But the problem with this is his head doesn't move, so he can't look up at his finger, which, you know, it's hard for a lot of figures to do that, but they can at least turn the head. I can't even turn this thing. I do like it just because we don't have a Sabu in this style figure, but the second somebody else makes a Sabu in a modern scale like this is probably getting bagged up. There is detail in the hair, but it's not excessively fine, which, you know, it kind of should be. But it is what it is. He's got a sash back here I don't think is long enough, personally. I sound like I'm tearing this thing apart, but I guess it's because I'm a little disappointed because I defended it for so long, even though I didn't own it, just like seeing pictures. And that's the problem. Like, that's why it's important to own certain things, you know, so you can have your own opinion. He does have some quote unquote butterfly joints here, but it's not as effective as it could be because it needs some cuts into the pec. But oh,
did we just break his arm?
I think we might have just broke his arm. So that might tell you everything we need to know about the quality. But
yeah, it's very stiff. It's like it needs to be oiled or something.
Yeah, it's and listen, like Mattel's can be stiff, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
like,
stiff in the sense of like you feel like you're gonna break it.
Yeah, when you bend that, you don't feel like you're gonna break it.
It's stiff, but it's movable. That's not movable.
Yeah, it's not.
Ow! I just pinched myself.
Yeah, see, this thing will kick your ass. You could break this in half. That's the difference. And then we're gonna put on the head wrap, which is signature to him. and really does tie it all together and make it good. It's just, it doesn't fit snug. Like if I turn this upside down, I bet that it would fall off. It's not even staying on.
You
Yeah,
don't need to put it upside down.
it is a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Okay. All right. Just proving to the people that it's not stiff on. Like if I turn him upside down, that ain't coming off.
All right, valid.
All right, like this one. I bet you this isn't coming off either.
All right, valid. Point made.
And I was trying to force this thing on to stay.
Kill them.
I can't get it to stay on. And the point of that is that it's, you can see it lifted off of the shoulder, so it doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look as form-fitting, which is what we want.
John won't stand.
But I'm gonna stop complaining about the Sabu. I think what added to it is that I waited so long for it as well, because it didn't come when I ordered it, because they sent the wrong thing. I am gonna display it. I do like it, but there are some things wrong.
I am going to display, but the second there's a new one, he's gone.
He's gone. All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one.
Good
Okay,
one.
so Amazon exclusive, Ultimate Edition, Fan Takeover, Seth freaking Rollins. I voted for this back at WrestleMania 39, I remember. This gear is from Clash at the Castle 2022, but you also could have voted for Elimination Chamber 2013 or WWE Day 1 2022. At Clash at the Castle, the Visionary walked down the aisle like a rocket man with the entire WWE universe singing his song, a prelude to his victory. So it was very like Elton John-esque. So the cool thing about this line, Fan Takeover, is they put up 3 pictures of him from different, and you get to vote which one they make into a figure.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
But when you saw the options, it was like so obvious that this one was going to win because it was the most toyetic. All right. So one of my favorite things about Ultimate Edition figures is the little hidden Easter egg messages on the inside of the box. I always think that's just a fun little touch. I'm a sucker for things like that. I think I got them all right. Nope. One more. I'm a sucker for little things like that, a little attention to detail, and Mattel is excellent at that. All right. Oh, we didn't even look at them. I'm talking about it, even look at them.
I was wondering. I was like,
The Visionary is on that side. And on this side, it says, Burn it down. Because that's his song. Burn it down. All right. So first, we're going to take out his wings. We'll take out his hands. Take off the hat first, actually. Take off the shirt. Take out the head. Take out his fisticuffs. All right, you finished with a good one. You picked a really good one.
all right, good.
This is one I've been waiting to open.
Worth the wait.
Yeah, sometimes I like there's things I really want to open and I'm saving them for these videos, and like it makes no sense. I could easily do a standalone. I could have easily done a standalone unboxing for this figure. Like, why didn't I?
Yeah, but now it's on episode 100.
I'm not much of a poser or like a poser of figures or a fig photography person, so I hate these drop down hips. Like, they scare the hell out of me. I feel like I'm gonna break the figure.
Yeah, how would you pose them using that?
So you pull it down and then you can get like a deeper kick.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like it's not restricted by the leg, but
yeah, that's definitely only usable if you're truly posing them that way.
yeah,
It's not like you're gonna play with it like that.
Yeah, it's too much bending of the plastic for me. A lot of quality control issues on the pants. You can see like breaks in the deco, but it's still pretty cool, right? Those flames on the pants, which we've also gotten in knuckle cruncher form, right? They were trying to like cheaply remake this, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot of high details in it, so it needed to be an Ultimate Edition. See, this is how you make butterfly joints right there. See how the cuts go all the way back here, all the way there? His don't, so there's not much movement in his, but these, I can move this arm all the way. And then it's not even bending the elbow or anything like that.
It's much more realistic looking.
Yeah. We've got Stoic Face. He does not have his tattoos down his back. He does not have his body hair on the front. A lot of people had issues with that. I did not, and I'm not negging this figure for that, because to me, this figure is made to have the entrance gear.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to this figure in these pants, in my opinion. Like, if this is all, if they did a basic in this, I would just, a main event, wouldn't even buy it. If they did an elite that didn't come in any entrance gear, but came with chest hair and his tattoos, I wouldn't buy it, because that's not the selling point for me. That's why I don't feel the need to neg it for not having those details. Otherwise, I would totally agree. But this figure is made to be in this gear. So we're going to put it on, and that's how we're going to display it. But first, which head do you like better?
That one. Because if he's walking in,
yeah.
he's definitely going to be screaming.
Exactly. Or laughing.
Yeah.
Stoic, open-mouthed. I agree, we got to do the open mouth. All right, take that off. And that's the great thing about Ultimates, is like you get so many options of hands, heads, cloth goods. So it's always a fun time.
Very customizable.
It is. I think for the price point, it's worth it, personally. But I get it. Parents who, you know, you got a young kid, that's a lot of money to spend on a toy, you know? But for collectors, I do think it's worth it. All right, so we got him in the jacket. But as I was saying, goes back to what I was saying about the body hair. Even just this jacket, it doesn't tie it all in. You got to have everything. So we're going to put the flames on.
Really got to bend his arm.
I know. Thank God for those butterfly joints. All right. Man, this thing's gonna be snug. This thing's snug.
That's good, so they don't fall off.
Yeah, just hard to get it up there.
Right.
That's what she said. And then my favorite part, this hat with the heart glasses and the devil horns coming out of it, with the built-in glass. Dude, this figure is insane. It's like, to me, it blows my mind that people prefer the other Seth Rollins Ultimate. I think as an overall display piece, this figure is awesome. I think I put the things on upside down, by the way.
The way?
I just realized that. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. I'm an idiot.
I would have done the same thing if you asked me to put them on.
I wasn't even really looking at them. I was more looking at the straps. But I knew that it goes over his head like that. I'm just a clown. Maybe that's why it wasn't fitting. See? Look, yeah, now it's fitting much better. It's formed to the back. I'm not even looking at the piece. I'm like so angry at the black straps that I'm not doing it correctly.
There we go.
All right. I think molding this helmet hat with the glasses on it was definitely the way to go.
Oh, absolutely.
This
so cool.
is insane. I can't believe people don't like this figure. What a display piece. Like, it would be a sin for me to put this in a bag and not have it on display. I have to find room right now because redoing my toy room, but it's worth it for this. This figure is incredible. I will also put the conductor hands on so he can conduct the crowd with his Seth Rollins theme song. But pretty good pulls, I would say, Macho Fran. All Elite articulated or Ultimate Edition articulated figures.
Very good.
Oh, except for this one. Except for John Cena.
Yeah,
but
that was a cool little throwback.
It was. Nice little flashback.
Oh yeah, he needs those hands.
Yeah.
For sure. He looks like a kid whose mom just allowed him to get dressed by himself for the first time.
Yeah, he's like Frankenstein from Big Daddy.
But I love it.
That's a freaking action figure right there. Like, that's why I'm saying I can't complain about chest hair and no tattoo, because me personally, I'm never taking this stuff off. He's not being displayed or used without this. That's what this was made for. That's why this is an Ultimate. It's why it's this style. That's why it won the vote, because people are like, oh, that's going to look awesome as a figure with all of that on. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm not negging it for that, because what happens is that deco, that costs money. That costs money, and when too many things cost money, what happens is other things get cut. So what gets cut? Do we get everything but the helmet? Do we only get one head? You know, you got to think like what's more valuable. To me, what we got is way more valuable than those prints on there. And that's just my opinion. Not everybody agrees. You know, everybody has different purposes for these figures. So, but that is all the time we have for Unboxamania 100. I am the Fig Heel. You can follow me at Fig Heel. She is Macho Fran. You can follow her at Macho_Fran. And we're out of time now. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fig Heel. Twitter is at The Fig Heel because somebody hacked my original one. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to HeelBooks.com. It is a 500+ page guide to everything from the past 14 years, 15 years now, 2025. So check it out. It is a must for collectors. Keep track of what you have, want, and need. We'll see you next time, guys. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.